All right, here we go. We're going to pick up on questions 6 through 10. The triangle below is given with measurements in feet. Which of the following trigonometric expressions has a value of 12 over 13? Well, let's figure out how long this side is, and then we'll figure out how we're going to get 12 over 13, okay? So if I look at this, I can say 26 squared minus 10 squared. Again, do not say 26 minus 10. All right, so we'll use our calculator over here. So 26 squared minus 10 squared gives me 576, and then I'll square root my answer, and that's 24. So now I know this side length is 24. Well, right now I know 24 over 26. If I reduce it, it'll give me 12 over 13, right? So I know this is going to be hypotenuse, is going to be on the bottom, so I know it can't be tangent. So I'm going to roll out H and K. Okay, so if I do sine of F, that's opposite over hypotenuse, which is what I'm looking for, right? So it would have to be F. Okay, see how it's opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, all right, that wasn't too bad, was it? Okay. Sorry, my pages are sticking together. Number 7. Oh, the wonderful tree question. They love to do trees. Trees and buildings and flagpoles. Okay. A 30-meter zip line, so this here, extends from a tall tree to a short tree at an angle of 40 degrees. Which of the following expressions shows the distance in meters between the two trees? So they want to know this here, right? How far is it between the two trees? So if I think about that, I'm going to do opposite over hypotenuse, which is sine, right? Because I'm looking at this angle here. That's my opposite, and that's my hypotenuse. So I'm going to write over here, sine of 40 degrees equals x over 30. Okay? So looking back over here, I can rule out A because that has cosine in it, doesn't it? And I can rule out C because that has tangent, and I can rule out D because that's cosine. So if you're in a hurry, you'd have these two left. Now, remember how I told you in my previous videos, if x is on top, I multiply. So 30 sine 40. So if I look back over here, that's going to be B. Now, notice a lot of these questions, they don't actually evaluate because they design the ACT to where you could take it without a calculator. Not that you guys would, but just in case. All right. A tree casts a 30-foot shadow. See the 30-foot shadow, okay? On the ground, the angle from the end of the shadow to the top of the tree is 30 degrees. All right, what is the height of the tree in feet? So they want to know this. So if I'm coming from here, that's opposite, and that's adjacent. So I'm going to use tangent. Well, looking at my answers, I can rule out F because there's not tangent. G, I can rule out and J, right? So now I know it's either H or K. So let's write it. So tan of 30 equals opposite X. Oops, sorry. Hard to follow this sometimes. Over adjacent, which is 30. Now there again, X is on top, so I'm going to multiply 30 times tan 30. So I come over here, and my answer is H. I hope this is helping you guys getting the hang of this. All right. Number 9. In the right triangle below, if tan theta equals square root of 20 over 4, then cosine. Okay, so let's mark our figure. So tangent is opposite, so square root of 20, over adjacent, which is 4. Okay, so now I know cosine is going to be adjacent 4 over some number out here. So if I look, 4 has to be on top. It could be A, B, it's not C, not D, and not E, okay? Just because it looks like a real complicated answer does not mean it's going to be the right answer, okay? So don't go with the crazies, okay? So if I think about this, I can do Pythagorean theorem. The square root of 20 squared plus 4 squared will give me that hypotenuse squared. So that's 20 plus 16 equals c squared. So 20 plus 16 is 36. If I take the square root of 36, I should get 6. So my answer is A. All right, last one on this video. All right, Jason sees a tall building from across town. There's your building, okay. He turns 90 degrees. So he turns 90 degrees and walks 100 yards. Jason then turns to face the building. The angle between his line of sight and his path is 35 degrees as shown below. Which of the following is the closest distance from Jason's original position to the building? So they want to know here, right? Original position to the building. So they want to know here. So let's look at that. So that's going to be opposite over adjacent, which is tangent. So I'm going to say tan 35 equals x over 100, right? Now, if you notice, they give you some information down here. Note sine 35 and all that. That's in case you don't have a calculator, okay? So, but we have calculators. We should. But anyway, if you don't, that's okay. So I'm going to say 100 times tan 35. So in my calculator over here, I'm going to say, I'm in degree mode, by the way. It's 100 times tan is right here, 35. 35. Enter. Is 70.0207. La 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 la. Okay. So if I look at that, my closest answer is G. Hope that helped.